Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video tutorial, we're going to learn how to design the syringe braces or brackets like the ones you see here. So we need to design three different ones. We need to design this one, and all three of these are the same here. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's come on up to File and start a new design. All right, so let's go ahead now and start a sketch here on our XY plane, and we're going to drag out a box with the dimensions of if you look at my screen where it's blue, I'm going to type in 1. I'm going to hit the tab button. I'm going to type in 0.6, enter. So we have a box that's 1 inch by 0.6 inches. Okay, and now I'm going to zoom in yet again. All right, and I am going to just drag out another rectangle, something like this. And I want these dimensions to be 1.25. I'm going to hit the tab button by 0.25. Okay, now let's go ahead and throw in some dimensions here. We want this dimension right here to be 0.125. This dimension here to be the same. Okay. All right, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use our collinear constraint. We're going to put this line on this line, and then we're going to trim this line and this line and this line. All right, and then we're going to drag out a circle here, just kind of like right in here. Let's find this midpoint. Come on up, and we're going to make the diameter of that circle 0.67 to hold our syringe. Okay, and then we're going to dimension it now from here to here. We want that distance to be 0.53 inches. Now let's go ahead now and make another arc. So, I'm sorry, not a circle, an arc. Come on down to 3-point arc. We're going to click here. We're going to click here. And we're just going to kind of drag out something that looks like this. And we're going to dimension that guy to have a radius here of 0.5. Okay, and now let's go ahead and trim some of these lines up. So when you're done, we have something that looks like this. All right, and the last thing we want to do is let's make a concentric constraint. Let's make this circle concentric with this one. All right, and we're looking good. We are all done. Let's finish our sketch and extrude this guy out a distance of 0.125 inches. And now we're going to go ahead and give it an appearance here. So what you're going to want to do is come over here to plastic, come on down to transparent, and then click acrylic red, and we're just going to drag it over there, hit close. And when you're done, of course, don't forget to save it. Okay, but we're not done. We need to make two more of these guys. So we're going to call this one, okay, let me save it in my video files. So call it upper arm syringe brace. Okay, and we're going to go ahead now and make two more of these guys. All right, so now we need to make this one right here, which is also going to hold our syringe. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's come on up here and do a new design. Start a sketch here on our XY plane, and we're first going to drag out a box here with the following dimensions. We want it to be 1.25 by 1.67. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. And then I'm going to drag out another square somewhere kind of like around here. Something like that. And then we're going to add some dimensions to this guy. We want this side to be 0.5. And this side right here, whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen. This to here, there we go. We want that to be 0.25. And then we want this distance right here to be 0.125, and the same on the other side, 0.125. And then we're going to go ahead and trim these inside lines here. All right, looking pretty good. Next thing we're going to do is come on up and we're going to draw two circles. I'm going to come down here and find the center point. I'm going to come on up here. I'm going to drag out one circle with a diameter of 0.7 inches. And then I'm going to drag out another circle. I'm going to find the center point, go up somewhere in here, same diameter, 0.7 inches. And I'm going to space them apart here, these two circles, a distance of 0.47. And then we're going to now draw some lines here. So I'm going to come to this middle point. I'm going to come all the way out, click, come down here, click. Let's do this, repeat the process for the other side. Come over here, click, and then come down until my tangent constraint pops up and click. And then I'm going to trim all these inside lines here. And right there, and right there. Okay, we're good. Okay, and now we're going to dimension this oval looking thing here. We're going to dimension it from right here, and we want that distance to be 1.2. All right, and if we did things right, this distance should be this same height. This dot right here should be the same height as that. And we could have also used a vertical or horizontal constraint. In fact, let's do that. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to go to Edit, Undo, and then let's make this line horizontal with that line. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we are going to drag out a 3-point arc. We're going to click once here and click again where we want to end the arc, and then we're going to use our mouse to adjust it. And right when those tangent constraints pop up, I'm going to click it. All right, and that looks good. And we're all done with this sketch. Let's go ahead and finish it and extrude it out 0.125 inches. And as we did in the past, we're going to give it a appearance or material. So let's go down to appearance, come on down to plastic, and we got to go all the way down to, I believe it's transparent, and we're going to do an acrylic red. All right, looks good. All right, and we're going to save this one now as Syringe Holder lower arm. So let's go ahead and save it. Syringe Holder lower arm. And you guys, you can call it part 2. I'm going to call it the large piece because this one's a little bit larger than the other one, the last one we have to design. And I'm going to come over here and save it. Go here. And I'm going to call it video because since I'm making a video with this one. All right, go ahead and save it. All right, so you should have 2 of these saved now that are different. And let's go ahead now and make our and the last piece we need to make now is the syringe holder here for the lower arm. We have 2 pieces for our lower arm. We have the bigger piece and the smaller piece. So let's go ahead and make this smaller piece here. So let's go up to File, New Design, and we're going to close my data panel and we're going to create a new sketch. First thing we're going to do, just like the other ones, is drag out a square, and we want this square to have the dimensions of 1, hit the tab button, by 1.25, enter. I'm going to zoom in, and we're going to drag out another square, something that kind of just looks like this. We're going to throw some dimensions on it from here to here. We want it to be 0.25. From here to here, that to be 0.125. And the same thing over here, 0.125. All right, we're looking pretty good. The one thing we want to do though is make this side here 0.5. Okay, we're going to come on over here to trim, and we're going to just trim these inside lines. All right, looking. Okay, and the next thing we want to do now, we're going to go ahead and trim this top line too, and we're going to create a circle here. I'm going to come to my midpoint right here. I'm going to come on up and drag out a circle with a diameter of 0.7 inches. And I'm going to make the center point of this circle horizontal with this point right here. I'm going to come on over to my 3-point arc, click where I want to start it, click here where I want to end it, and then I'm going to make it so that it is tangent. Okay, and we're looking good. All right, that's it for this sketch. Let's go ahead and finish it. And we're going to extrude it out, as you might have guessed, 0.125. And then, as we did in our last couple parts, we're going to give the appearance. We're going to give them an acrylic red appearance under plastic. Go ahead and select close, and we got to save this guy. Okay, and I'm going to call this, well, we can call it syringe holder lower arm small piece. You can call it brace or bracket, syringe holder, whatever you want to call it. Just make sure you have 3 parts here and you know how to distinguish between them. So I'm going to save them here in video files. So I'm going to call it that and then hit save. All right, so when you're done, all right, let's go up to my video files here. You should have 3 of these guys saved. So 1, 2, and 3, hopefully. Okay. All right, that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.